Welcome, fellow trackers. I'm Nick Metzger, and my partner, my co-host in crime, is none other than Mr. Sean Abbott. We are so happy we're here this week. We got some stuff to talk about. That's right. We got servers crashing. That's what we got. We got some Xbox servers crashing. We'll be talking about that. Are there Activision Blizzard titles coming? Maybe very soon. Rumor mill. Never know. Possibly. Dead Rising stuff. And how are we getting along with gaming now that we're older? There you go. Hey, so you just, what's the rest of my thing I'm supposed to say? I don't know. I lost it. I can't remember. Oh, I don't say any of that anymore. Sean, how you doing, man?
We are still learning this new format.
Yeah, I was ready to go into the sit down and shut up and buckle up and do the thing and boom. And I was like, oh, wait, no, I don't do that anymore.
If you still want to tell the listeners and the viewers if they want to sit down and shut up, and feel free. Use your dad voice. That's always a good one. Well, you just sit down.
That's right.
No, anyway. No, I'm good. Been busy, been at work. Had quite a few things go off. Obviously, stupidly crazy busy weekend for Jay's 18th. So I had absolutely zero time to play any games. I was hoping I would get some time this evening to play some, but I ended up just kind of sitting on the floor and enjoying the peace and quiet for a little while.
Amen. I've been there before. You're just like, this is fine. So, I can't move. I don't want to move.
Yeah. So my body hurts. I think that's... Sorry, I'm eating Smarties as well, because, it's another thing I do.
It's got to help you get smart. I like it.
Yeah, it's just a heavy weekend. Ate lots of nice food, did lots of dancing, and then I've been to the gym a couple of times and stuff in and around work. So yeah, other than that, that's about it.
Also,
so, the party went very well though.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's what I was gonna loop back to. Like when you say birthday party, like if I'm listening, I'm seeing like a few family members around a cake, singing happy birthday, yay, But this was a legit party. I mean, this party, you guys pulled out all the stops. Like there's karaoke. There's it was at a a little venue place. I mean, it was cool, dude.
So, if you wanted to go away, we had it at the Electric Theatre in Ackworth, which is close by to me. Say close by, it's about 40 minutes away. We had it there. We had all our side of the family, so mine and Lindsay's side, and then Jaya's real father had all his side of the family come, which was really nice. It was I think it's the first time since I've ever met Lindsay and Jay, because I met them when Jay was 8. So it was the first time since I've ever met them that both sides of the family like that have ever come together for one thing, and it was fantastic. It was ace. So it's such a good laugh. Jaya's dad and stepmom dressed up as Ghostbusters because it was an 80s themed party. I went as Mario. I went as Luigi. Logan went as Mario. Jaya and her fiance went in true 80s style shell suits with the crimped hair and stuff like that, and Emily went full and Lindsay went full blown 80s disco, all the bangles, all the the crazy leg warmers, wrist warmers, everything. It was a really good time. And Lindsay's dad went as Freddie Mercury with a mid-party costume change from the yellow jacket kind of thing to the Live Aid kind of outfit.
Nice.
So it was cool.
Nice.
Very, very good.
Also, we were talking about your stash last episode. I gotta say, you pulled it off pretty well. I was impressed. It looks way better on you than a stash looks on me. I was impressed.
Yeah, I wanted to keep it. We got home the Saturday after the party, and the first thing Logan said was, "So when are you shaving your mustache off? I don't like it." Emily was like, "Yeah, I'm not keen on it either." Lindsay didn't like it. Jay didn't like it. Jay's fiance just kind of was indifferent about it because she's a little bit too polite sometimes to say a true meaning.
Well, yeah.
So yeah, it came off that night. Otherwise, I'd have kept it.
Yeah. So. Yeah. I was impressed. You sent me the picture. I was like, oh, actually, it looks pretty. It looks good. I mean, yeah. So, but that's what my wife would have said too. She'd been like, nah, goodbye, even no matter what anybody else said. So. I don't know what my kids would think. I haven't grown one since my kids were old enough to express opinions. Last time I grew them, they were I don't know, probably 3 and 1 or something like that.
So I'm I'm currently tweeting the picture of me with the mustache in the Mario in the Luigi outfit. So
Nice. So there was one thing, Sean, I wanted to hit on my side. So, because I wanted to chat about some of this stuff. So my we get together with my mom Sunday on every Sunday night, not every, but almost every Sunday night. And me and the kids and my wife, and we'll do something fun. And she's been doing once a month. She's been doing this like snack box, and they've been from all around the world and whatever. This month happens to be from your grand home country of the UK. And so we didn't get through the whole thing because my wife knew, or my mom knew I was pretty excited about it. So she actually, normally we get the medium sized box. She actually like sprung for the large box. So like there's still like half a box to go here. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm podcasting. We're trying to fill up a pool, and there's a hole in our pool, and we just spent like, I don't know, probably $50 in water. That's, I would imagine, slowly just sprinkling the yard now. That's unfortunate.
oh no.
Oh, okay. So anyways, back to my story. So I just wanted to start off here. We started with, and so how we do is we play a game, and whoever wins that round of the game, we were playing Mexican Train, gets to pick the thing. I won the first round. That was the only round I ever won. And I picked the fudge clotted cream. Bristow's fudge clotted cream, which I gave 2 thumbs up. I could have ate that entire bag. And we all, so you can do this because you're not eating the entire bag. 5 of you are splitting like the bag, and sometimes you'll eat more, and sometimes you'll be like, yeah, I'm done. So does this ring a bell? Like, do you see these normally on store shelves? That's what I'm wondering. Like, is this stuff like, are you like, oh yeah, this is definitely UK stuff?
Yep.
Okay.
Clotted cream is definitely up there. It's usually Cornish or like East Coast. So yeah,
gotcha. And they do give you like a paragraph snippet of like where it can be found, how it relates and stuff. So it's kind of fun, which I gave 2 thumbs up to. Then the Jammy Dodgers, which you had said were pretty like great dippers. We didn't dip them, but they're real good. They're real good. Is it a biscuit? Is it a biscuit? Would you guys call it a biscuit or a cookie?
Yeah, that's classed as a biscuit.
A biscuit. Yeah. Okay, yeah. And then somebody wanted to try this oat bar. 2 thumbs up. Good. I thought it was really good. And then
it's flapjack with chocolate on top.
yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's real. It is real. And then it got sketchy. Okay, then the kids started to pick. That's the problem. They started to win. And then we went into this fizzy iron brew soft candy, which was like they're basically like chews gels. They were okay. They were okay. Is what I would say. So
see, what I need to do is because we are making a box is coming in August to you. I will send a can of Iron Brew for you to try, because that is like it's not English. It's more of a Scottish thing, but it's Great Britain. So it can be in there. It's iconic is Iron Brew. So.
Sure. And then pickled onion rings. Is this something you've?
Yeah, pickled onion rings wouldn't be what I would choose to send you, and because of that I'm going to send you the pickled onion Monster Munch, because if you're going to send anybody from the US a pickled onion flavored crisp snack, you have to go for Monster Munch. They're a lot softer. They look like the shapes of the monsters' faces, and
are they more pickly? Feet and stuff. So that was my problem. I just thought like what they did was soaked them in vinegar, like and then called it because it's like it's got all the ending taste of like a dill pickle, but like none of the pickle taste of the pickle. Like it's just got that vinegar.
So pickled onion Monster Munch are a little bit sweeter, but they do definitely have that vinegary pickled taste.
Yeah. So but they're okay. And then the chewy bonbon sour blue raspberry, my son, like, I think he ate almost the whole bag. I thought they were good.
Yeah, bonbons are nice. They're just basically sugar shells with toffee, like chewy toffee inserts.
And then the other one, rhubarb custard. So that's as far as we got, which is quite a bit of
rhubarb and custards.
You what?
Rhubarb and custards are like the seaside treat of choice. It's like if I go, that's why I would have a bag of those from the There's quite a few things like in the UKC sides where they make the hard candy right in front of you, so you can watch them make like the sticks of rock and all the bits of hard candy
sure,
and like
yeah.
rhubarb, because there's one of them where they'll put it in the bag and the candy's still warm as you're eating it.
Oh man, that's nice. Yeah, Bristow's is like I don't know, is that really popular over there? Because that's where a lot of this stuff was from.
Yeah. Yeah. I say when we send you the box out, you'll see like a difference of things, because you've got what's like I'm assuming it's like a company that organizes that box that you've got, and they've probably got what they can get hold of that they think looks most legitimately English kind of stuff.
Yeah.
What we're going to send you is like the stuff that we like. Have you ever tried Twiglets?
No, I don't have any idea what a twiglet is.
Cool. All right. That was going to be that was one of my first questions I was told to ask by Lindsay. Was like, she needs to know if you ever had a twiglet.
I've never had a twiglet, and I'm going to resist the urge to search it.
Oh, it just looks like a stick.
Okay. So anyways, that's one of the things we did. We have been suffering from all kinds. You'll probably hear it in my voice a little bit. Sorry for that. All kinds of, I don't know, sicknesses and stuff from travel. I guess when you go to a place where there's like a bazillion people all touching the same railing, you get stuff. That's what we've learned. So
did COVID not teach you anything to carry hand sanitizer with you everywhere?
Dude, there's too many you're like in a ride and then a ride. I mean, what am I gonna do? You're like sitting here, hold on, guys, I gotta just like clean this first and then I'll put it down.
You gotta PRL up.
Yeah. There's just too. I mean, but yeah, we're paying the price. There's no doubt. We're definitely. It's gone through the entire family now. And so I guess that's what I've learned. Just bring your sanitizer wipes.
Yep.
When you go to Disney, there you go.
I mean, I wouldn't do it. I'd go to a theme park and all morals go out the window. Like there's rides, there's stuff. There's just too much entertainment. So
I don't know. With all the stuff we got, you would think we were licking the handlebars. I'm not really sure. What's going on here. But we're almost through it, I think. And happy 4th of July to all of our American friends. Almost. Just a few hours off of our grand birthday, so that none of us can sleep tomorrow and we can all shoot off fireworks. Sounds like fun. I do like shooting off fireworks, actually, but still, they've been shooting them off for like the last week in my neighborhood, and even though they're not supposed to, and they'll continue to shoot them off for like 5 days.
That happens over here when we have Guy Fawkes night or bonfire night. That's November. Remember, that's 5th November every year to celebrate. To celebrate or to show off when Guy Fawkes decided to try and blow up the Houses of Parliament.
Okay.
With a load of gunpowder. So everybody just sets off fireworks. And it kind of starts like the week before and finishes maybe sometime after New Year. Because people just get too giddy with fireworks. So.
Yeah, that's definitely the case over here too. The city, 17 different ways tells you that you have the day before, the day of, and the day after to set off fireworks, and then nobody listens. And I think they're like, yeah, we're not going to win this battle. So they just keep telling them and they keep ignoring them. But I'm going, we're going to have a fun time, eat some hot dogs and hamburgers and all kinds of fun stuff, play some cornhole or bags, as it's more known nowadays. And you know what?
I'd still call it cornhole.
See, I still call it cornhole too. My family does, but most people that I talk to call it bags now. So that's the thing. Maybe some.
I'm just confused.
Maybe some croquet. We like croquet, and and shoot off some fireworks. That's the plan. So let's talk about what news we do have, or get us into that.
I'm gonna say before we do that, all the housekeeping stuff. So if you want to find us on any networking social networking app, wow, can I get my words the right way? Just search for @GPT Gaming News. If you have any thoughts, any questions, we do have a public Discord that you can join. The link has now expired because we have merged all those different public Discords for PlayStation, Nintendo, and Xbox all into one place at the VGT. That link will be in the audio description of the podcast, and I will try and fix the current link that might go out via the live feed and stuff like that soon. But it is there. There is over 2,000 people chatting. All the news that we drop on X gets instantly ported across there, so you are always in the know of everything that's happening. If you're liking what you're hearing, you could go and leave us a review on your go-to podcast app. Hit the like, hit the subscribe on whatever platform you're watching us live. Helps us grow, helps us reach more people, makes us a little bit more popular in our little slice of the internet. And we wouldn't be a Game Pass show without promoting the Big Daddy itself, Xbox Game Pass. If you love Game Pass and you love our show and you want to show your support, head to the link in the description, sign up to Game Pass from the Xbox.com website. Not only will you be supporting us, the Game Pass Tracker Show, but you'll also be signing up to the best gaming subscription going at the moment, which is Xbox Game Pass. So sign up to whatever level of your desire, be that PC Game Pass, Core, or Game Pass Ultimate. Just go, play your own way, use the code in the chat or the show notes, and it'll help us continue to create awesome stuff because we are affiliated with them, so we always get a little bit of the money that you pay for that as well. It helps us create more things, helps us do giveaways, bits and pieces like that. So, and I think that's about it for housekeeping stuff. We do have a Patreon. If you go up onto the patreon.com website, there is a Patreon for us. You can sign up. That also helps us. I think the link for the Discords and everything's all in there now, hopefully as well. There's lots of things being updated. There's a lot still going on in the background when it comes to the show and all the branding behind us and stuff like that. So you do have to just bear with us. There'll always be little changes and stuff like that as we fine tune this thing and make it like the greatness that it is going to be.
On to the X feed. The X feed's where we talk about top stories, news bulletins, and feature stories. Hey, Sean, there was a major outage in the Xbox world. I was ironically the time that I was like, I have 2 hours to play my time at Sandrock, which I'll talk about later. I go to log on and the account I just can't get on. Just won't let me on at all. So super bummed about that. Yay, Nintendo. They made a sale off of that. It took a little bit. Later on that night, it did free up and you could get on, but it was out for, I'd say, about 5 or 6 hours, something like that.
Yeah, there's been lots of memes go out on the internet about this as well, like pictures of really good, strong-looking servers. People say, "Oh, look, Nintendo servers, PlayStation servers," and then like there'd be a potato with wires coming out of it, and everyone's like, "Oh, Xbox servers." It's not very often that Xbox has an issue of this size across the entire board. Sometimes like live might go down, or sometimes chat might go down, but you can still play the games, you can still get on things like that. It's not very often that it has a complete brain fart like that. Possibly updating a few things. They've got like the xCloud stuff that's coming to the Amazon Fire Stick.
Yeah, that's true. I never thought about that. That's possible.
So there is probably lots of things that they're doing in the background at the moment to try and make the service better. And there's the change in the rewards as well. There's the addition of all the Activision stuff that is possibly going on there, and as they're maybe adding extra servers and stuff like that to make the whole process even more stronger, faster, and more reliable. As much as you try and do that gently and ease things in and be like, okay, yeah, we've flipped to this and we've flopped to that. Let's go plug it in and see if it works. Obviously there's errors that can be made all over the place. So
no,
that's probably all it was.
Yeah, it was back on pretty quick. I will say, I feel I cannot imagine being the guy that's in charge of that, and all of a sudden just being like, oh crap. Like you have all these people, like I just can't fathom what that feels like to be like, oh crap. Well, we're working on it, boss. We're working on it, Mr. Phil. Give us just a little bit of time. And so,
like I said, these things happen. I know Sony have had issues in the past regarding their servers not being great. Nintendo have notoriously bad sometimes for playing games. I remember when we were doing things like Animal Crossing and we were doing the swap meets and stuff like that, we would just have issue after issue when it came to stuff like that on the internet. So
No, yeah, and you're right. It doesn't happen super often. Man, I'd say a couple years ago, the last time we had a conversation about this, there was a big game that came out and there was server issues around it and people couldn't download it. I can't remember what it was. I can't remember what big game it was, but something came out and it was like, oh my gosh. And it was right after like they had already made a mistake or they had already flubbed somewhere and it was like, oh man, they really can't seem to get everything going at the same time.
Yeah.
But that was a couple of years ago. So no, I give him grace on this. No big deal. No harm and no foul. All in all, it was ironic though because it's like the amount of days I have to play for 2 hours straight is very slim, and it just so happens to be like the time where the kids and the wife are gone, and it's like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. The work is like at least taken care of enough that it's like, okay, I can just do this. So it was just funny. Bad timing for me.
Yeah, at least you now own that on the Switch and can play it anywhere at any time.
I do. Yep. I now own it on the Switch.
Well, Becca's watching the new show that she likes.
That's true. I will say, I mean, this is like getting ahead of ourselves, but it takes a lot longer to go places on the Switch. It makes you appreciate what the Xbox does. There's a lot of like, I can read a lot of tutorials while I wait for me to get inside of a room on the Switch version. So there are some gives and takes, let me tell you. Our next story number 2. By the way, I don't think I prepped you guys. Sorry, we have 3 stories. So the second of 3 stories. 3 Activision Blizzard titles are expected to join Game Pass very soon. This is very much a rumor, just so you know.
I thought it was. I did think it was a rumor. I thought it was.
You think it's?
Oh yeah, well-known leaker. Sorry. Yeah. I thought this was like on the money.
No, definitely not. It's a rumor mill. I mean, it's a rumor in the sense of like very soon. So that's the only part that's a rumor. The rest isn't a rumor. They're going to join Game Pass. That much is known. It's just very soon. Is it very soon or not very soon? What does very soon mean? Anyways, so what are they saying? Is they think the rumor, the leak, the whatever is that they're looking for is Crash and Tony Hawk 1 and 2. Oh, and the Spyro.
Yeah, Tony Hawk 1 and 2 and Spyro. I mean, 3 good games to come if they do come. It'd be awesome if Bandicoot is there in August. I think that's a game that I could probably sit Logan down and play and he'd enjoy. So same with Spyro. Even though Spyro is probably more. I think Emily actually had Spyro for a while on as a disc. I think somebody got it for us at Christmas. So
gotcha. Yeah,
and I have Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2. I got that bought for me as a Christmas present. So
I never played Spyro, so I would be all about that. Sounds like fun. Seems like a game that might be up my alley. And so yeah, I'd be excited for these to come. I'm sure they will. You okay over there?
Yeah, it's something needs to come soon because we've had that the link with Activision and Blizzard for a while now, and nothing has arrived.
Well, not nothing. We got the Diablo, and did we get anything else with Diablo, or was it just Diablo?
Was it not the DLC that came?
Yeah. Just Diablo. I mean, yeah. So Diablo and the Diablo DLC, but we haven't gotten anything else, have we?
Not that I can think of, and there is a big catalog of games that we could get. I mean, we've got Call of Duty coming at the end of the year. Let's not forget that.
Yeah.
But
there's just so much they could throw on there. Like, I just don't understand why. Like, what is the? I mean, and we're going to get to it in a second. There's a whole new swath of games that came out, so it's not like we're just sitting here in a desert without anything to play. Like, I'm not. So, do I need these games? No, I don't really need them. I can't play what's already coming up. There's already like 7 games I'd like to play, and I can't play any of them. So, no.
In the grand banquet of what is Game Pass, and given how we did the whole of 2022, where we were like in a drought of not playing anything, and we were so excited for the smallest of releases. I literally sat here like I have eaten all the wings I could possibly eat, but
Yeah.
I want your wings too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. It's just there's so much. So no, I mean there's really nothing to complain about. It's just more like head scratching, and maybe that's the thing. They're like, well, I don't know, when do we give these to them? Like, how many games should we give them at one time before we've given them too many games? I think that's a fair question.
Don, give us all the games.
I don't think it worked. I don't. I think they're well. I mean, they're obviously spacing them out, but it'll be interesting to see how much they space them out and when they bring these. And I don't know. Do they bring them in? Do they bring them in like a pack of 10 or I don't know. It's just interesting.
Yeah, like you're gonna have to dribble them in. So like if there's 8 games coming out this week or this month, that like they will drop like 2 at the beginning and 2 at the end of the month. So
yeah, I think it'd be cool if they came out and they were like, hey, in the next 6 months, you're gonna get 4 new Activision games or like 3 new. I don't care. I don't really care the number. It could be 2 for all I care. But just to like, I think that would be great to get like, so you knew what was coming. Didn't even give. I think it'd be better if they didn't give you, kind of like what they did with like Nintendo did with like Mario Kart tracks. You know, they were just like, hey, you're getting tracks here, here, and here. They didn't tell you what they were. They were just like, you're gonna be getting tracks. So you do the same thing with this. You're like, hey, you're gonna be getting games. It gives people something to look forward to. Like people get excited about dumb stuff. And maybe this is dumb stuff and maybe it's not. I would be excited about it. I might even be like, yeah, and then they like drop the game. I'm like, oh, I don't really care about that game, but it's cool. It's here. That's how I would feel.
But yeah, that's the point I'm making, is that we have that catalog of games, we have that link with Activision and stuff like that, and we like you said, we have Diablo, we have Call of Duty coming later on in the year. It's like, where's the rest of the stuff? Where is the cute platformers? Where's like Crash Bandicoot, Crash Team Racing, Spyro, like all those cute little family favorites that people could be playing right now that are there. So,
yep, I totally agree. Top story number 3, Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster launches this September for Xbox Series X and S. Tell me about it, Sean.
Yeah, I've added this here. I know we are a Game Pass tracker show, but I have stuck this in here because I would like to see this come to Game Pass day one. I would love it. I'm going to buy it regardless anyway because I know it will leave the service, but if it comes to Game Pass and I can purchase it cheaper with my Game Pass subscription and the 20% off, then that's what I will do. I loved Dead Rising. I loved the original. It was the first in the installment of like zombie horde smashing with customizable and modifying weapons and things like that. It was really good, and I love the story. A lot of people, when I've looked at different comments and stuff like that, everyone's like, "Oh, they need to get rid of the timer in it, and the fact that like you only have so many days to get all these photographs and everything done." No, keep that. That's what made the game great, because you could play it through in so many different ways and do so many different things. But yeah, I'm super excited for this game coming out, and I can't wait.
Nice. I do love the DRDR or Doctor Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster.
So the only 2 downsides are they have changed the face of Frank West and they've changed the voice actor. They should have kept the original voice actor and brought him back, but for whatever reason they didn't. But yeah, this thing's coming out. 4K high fidelity graphics, 3D audio support, voiceover in 9 different languages, autosave feature which it needs, because sometimes you forget to save it and you lose all that stuff. So yeah, lots of things coming on the game that are going to be great fun. So
yep, every game should have an autosave feature. That's my personal opinion, especially with xCloud. Makes life so much easier. Cool. And what about the news bulletin? I'm just gonna let you take this one too. You're the Pal World master.
So Pal World Sakurumija update is available now. So this is the first of the major updates. You can explore a new island, encounter tons of new pals, subspecies, challenge yourself with a new raid and tougher bosses, and you can enjoy the new level cap and more content. So play solo or join your friends on dedicated Xbox servers. So that dedicated Xbox servers might be the fact of why they had an issue yesterday. They might have made errors while linking the new dedicated servers. So
maybe Pal World broke the internet. I don't know.
It would be the first time.
Totally a rumor. That's accurate. Would not be. I think it's cool. It's still going on. That's fun. Happy for those people who are happy, as I say. No new game announcements. Our feature story has growing up slowed down your gaming. Sean, as you've gotten a wise, older person, certainly not old, has your gaming slowed down?
Yeah, this was a talking point that I wanted to take from the Pure Xbox website. And I thought it was quite relevant with us both
Sure.
being dads,
Sure.
both being in our, I'd say in the midlife. I wouldn't say like we're older, but in terms of we've been gaming, like I've been gaming since what 1990. I'd say that's when I first really got playing games, and haven't kind of stopped since then. But obviously, how I play games has changed massively because back then you had I only had the NES and the Sega Master System, and like obviously now we have these fantastic consoles which are capable of 4K 60 frames a second, and auto saves and things like that. I can remember when PlayStation came out and they had the memory card, and like the ability to save your game and not have to start all over again was just a complete new like thing to learn. But yeah, I'd say now, like as a content creator for Xbox and Game Pass, I'd say that yes, it currently has slowed down. We've got lots of stuff going off with kids of different ages, having a dog, Lindsay's work changing and then potentially changing again. So I'm more busy than I used to be, like, and I'm focusing a little bit more on myself and trying to get myself outside, especially as the weather's nice and warm, and trying to keep myself at the gym and things like that. I'm trying to look after myself physically and mentally, where I could quite easily shut the blinds, pull the curtains to sit on my beanbag in my boxer shorts and play games all day. It's all about like trying to find the balance of doing that, of doing the things I enjoy, trying to get all the chores and everything done and worked out, and then also take the time to try and make games. I mean, I don't play the Switch at all, or anywhere near as much as I used to. So like trying to steal time to play two different consoles is just completely out the window.
Yeah.
But saying that,
yeah,
having access to things like the xCloud via my phone, via a tablet, via the PC, and the laptop is great, because when I am then anywhere and everywhere, and as long as I've got my controller with me, I can stick half an hour into my lunch break and stuff like that. I can stick half an hour playing something in the games having the auto save feature, which they never used to have, and some games do and don't support that. Definitely helps massively. So yeah, I'd say it's definitely slowed down compared to what it used to. Like I'd no longer sit there and do 6-7 hour sessions of Call of Duty, stuff like that. So
yeah, I think my time has slowed down. I think, man, kids. So here's the thing, like, kids, you youngins, you got it so great. Like, you can buy this service for like $10, $15, $17 a month, and play all these freaking games. Like, when I was a kid, you like went to the store and you were like, listen, what do you want to spend $60 on and play for the next 6 months? And by the way, it's going to be hard as hell, because if it wasn't hard as hell, you'd beat it in 2 hours. So you're just going to play the same levels over and over until you master them, and then you can beat them. And that was fine. We needed it to take 6 months because I wasn't going to get another game for 6 months. And so, like, yeah, I play less. That's for sure. I also play a more varied variety of games because I can. I have the financial wherewithal to do that, but it's also just easier. I mean, even if I was a kid, I could play more games now than I could when I was a kid, back when. And I mean, you got to think, that was $60 back in like 1990. So like, it's like $1 million now. So it's like, that was back when gas costs like 75 cents a gallon. And so it's like, I don't know, man. It's like, yeah, the life is, I mean, we complain about like game prices, and I get it. Like, it's hard, it's expensive. It's not a cheap hobby, and it can be pricey, but it's crazy that out of all the things that I love to do, this is certainly the one with the least amount of inflation. like for sure. So I say that
definitely.
just to say, yeah, I play less. I also play less of what I want to play. That would be my other thing to say. So like a lot of times I'll come on here and be like, yeah, I played 4 hours of Minecraft this week because that's what the kids wanted to play and I wanted to play with the kids, you know? So it's like, I've played an hour and a half of Gang Beasts this week. Was that like on the top of my, I definitely want to play this? No, that's what the kids wanted to play. So I was like, sure, I'll play Gang Beasts with you. So there's a lot of that too, where I don't play what particularly I might play because I got kids that want to play.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, my kids are a weird age. Like Jaya is 18, plays Fortnite and horror games. Emily's 12, and she's currently throwing herself deep into her first ever top-down Zelda experience. Like, which at 12 years old, you think, wow, she's never played a top-down Zelda. But by the time she was interested in playing Zelda games, it was like Breath of the Wild was there, and Tears of the Kingdom, like then followed a couple of years later. So she's only ever learned a third-person view, like open world Zelda stuff. But she's excited for the new Zelda game that's coming out in September. So like I was like, hey, I've got Link's Awakening. Play that. You'll get to grips of how that game plays because they definitely play a lot different to how Tears of the Kingdom and stuff like that plays. So go and get used to that. Go play that and enjoy it. And then when the Zelda one comes out, I'm going to buy it so she'll be able to play it as well. And then Logan's into Roblox and stuff like that, and I don't understand Roblox. I mean, that's the age of me coming out. Like, I don't understand it. I don't understand the premise of it and stuff like that. So I kind of leave him to his own thing. He plays it on his iPad. And
get your Roblox off my lawn, kid.
Yeah. So, but no, like, I play more of a varied buffet of stuff. Where like I used to play just like games like Dying Light, Dead Island, Call of Duty, games like that. I now play like Fortnite. I play the Fortnite Festival stuff. I'll play like indie games or like Tunic and stuff like that. Stuff that I wouldn't play and then really enjoy. So then think, all right, okay, next time something comes out like that, I'm going to try and give myself some time to play that and do it. And I love those 4 hour to complete games because like when I do get an option to sit down and play, I can like, right, I can beat this in like 4 sittings. This is awesome. Well, like State of Decay, I've currently like put nearly 20 hours into that, and I'm nowhere near beating it. And that's kind of like something that I've done over a long period of time. So yeah, it's like that. It's one of the things that's discouraged me from playing games like Fallout 4 and Fallout 76 and Starfield. Those big RPG games where you have to sink hours in. Like you need to be able to sit for a good 4 or 5 hours just to get anywhere in the game and make some headway. Like I can't seem to do. And yeah.
Yeah, no, I get you on your like 3 to 4 hour games. I absolutely love those. I feel like, you know, those wine tasters. I'm not a wine taster. I don't even really care for wine, but they have this full glass of wine and they take a sip and they're like, they do all the mouth thing and then they, you know, swish. I don't know what they do. And then they like, I think
I'm getting hints of oak and berries.
Yeah. And
I'm just like, fine, get him drunk.
Yeah. And I think they drink it in the end. I think sometimes they spit it out. I have no idea what happens. I have no idea. Anyways, but they have this whole glass and it's like, and then they just set it down. I feel like that's how I am with games on Game Pass. I'm just like, oh, yes. Mm-hmm. Oh, the gameplay is great. It has a wonderful taste of mechanics. Oh, what a wonderful art style. On to the next, please. I'm done with this one. It's just like...
I love how you managed to, like, metaphor that into wine tasting with, this has great taste of fantastic mechanics. Oh, that was awesome. I like that. No, that was really good.
That's just how I feel like I am with games now. It's like, okay, well, you know, I got 6 others coming this week, so let me... Oh, yep. Okay. Let's just keep them coming. And so, yeah. I'm really into my time at Sandrock. Am I gonna finish it? Probably not, because it's super long, and there's gonna be other things. Flintlock is like right down the pike, and I'm gonna.
Yeah, but the thing is, you have Sandrock now on the Switch, and I know what you're like when you get a Switch game. You will take that and you will play it like start watching TV. You will play it like sometimes at the office when it's quiet and stuff like that, and there isn't much going on in between calls and things like that. So I know you will play Sandrock like I know I'm going to be hearing about that for a couple of weeks, I think.
Yeah, that's probably true. Yeah.
So like because it's on the Switch. So this is where like I say the xCloud side of things works really well into that, because if like I play the whole of Wreckfest in half an hour stints on my dinner at work, like I'd do a race and like that would be it. So I'd load the game up, I'd choose a race, I'd sit there, I'd wait for it all to load, like while I eat my food, and then like I'd do the race, and then I'd let everything save, and then I'd shut the service down. It's like, cool, I have done one race. And I did that over a freaking 6 week period of at work, where I wasn't, if I couldn't play it at work, I was playing it at home. I was playing it via the cloud. I was sat down, I was using my phone, I was using my controller, and I played and completed an entire game, a racing game as well, on xCloud, which by the way performed absolutely flawlessly on mobile data, and that really helped. And I think we're going to see a shift soon with Game Pass and xCloud and it being available in lots of different places. We're going to see the shift soon where it's going to play into our hands ever so slightly, because if I taxi somebody to somewhere and I'm having to sit outside for a while, I can play my Xbox games. If like I had to do a couple of weekends ago where I took Jay and a friend to a gig, and like I had to try and kill 6 hours and stuff like that. Like I can play an Xbox game while I'm sat like in a bar and stuff like that while I'm waiting, and I can kind of kill time doing it that way. So that's how I see Game Pass and xCloud fitting into that, like speeding up how I play games and how often I play them.
Yeah, I don't at all disagree with that. I think it's 100% true. I have found that for some reason I'm not really into using the backbone as a controller anymore. I don't know what it is. Not a big fan of it. And so like it just doesn't feel great to me. And so I'm
it's the ergonomics. It needs that chunkier back grips, because I'm the same when I'm playing with the Joy-Cons on the Switch. It's like I'm missing like that ability to grip them behind. So
yeah, that could be it. But I do. So like I'm sitting here like, well, do I jump in on this, rogue ally or whatever it is, or what do I do? But then like there's always something new that's right around the corner, and so it always prevents me from pulling the trigger on anything, because I'm like, oh, no, I don't want to do it yet. No, I don't think it's time yet. And so I don't know. It's interesting, but I am certainly trying to figure out what I need to do for xCloud to like make it work for me. I'm interested in this Fire Stick thing. I did call Xbox on the Fire Stick. He said he doesn't think so. Like the guy was like, I don't really know yet, but I think it's just the Fire Sticks, but it might be the TV. So no answer really there. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure how to solve it, but yeah, I need to find something that gives me a portability for xCloud. And you have like Xboxes, like you have these rumors of Xbox making something portable. So I kind of want to hold to see if it's true. But how?
Yeah, I mean, we have the ROG Ally. You've got Steam.
Yeah, the Steam Deck. Yeah.
You've got the Nvidia one.
Oh yeah.
You have those third party ones, but yeah, I'm holding off for a third party one in hope that Xbox drop their own.
Yeah.
At some point.
Yeah, it'd be pretty cool if they did. But yeah, that's a good feature story. I think yes, I do play less, but I play more varied games. So that would be me.
Yeah.
All right, onto the dashboard.
Onto the dashboard. Let's talk about what I haven't been playing.
The dashboard, the place where we talk about the games that we are playing or wish we were playing or are on our docket to be played. So, Sean, you already said you haven't been playing anything. What we know you got some State of Decay. State of Decay, is that right? Did I get that right?
Yeah, it's got State of Decay to play. I have re-downloaded Warzone because of the Fallout thing. that's happening on there, but whether I get to it or not, I don't know. But it's probably going to stay installed because it covers me for Call of Duty 6 when it comes out later on in the year. I don't have to sit and wait for it all to download. I have my eye on Nickelodeon All-Star Bros. 2 because I know Logan is currently going through his SpongeBob phase. Every one of my children has gone through the SpongeBob phase. He's currently entered it. I am absolutely sick to death of hearing his voice, but I know it's a game that I could probably play with Logan.
Sure.
So.
Yeah.
And that's probably about it for now.
Nice. So I have only been playing my time at Sandrock. I've probably put about 6 hours into it. It's a bummer because I had to start over. But I've played my time at Porsche. That was by the same developers. This is kind of like their second version of this game. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of the same. You're doing a lot of the same things. You come to this town. It's just a different environment, kind of so far, with new. Sorry, with new resources to find and stuff like that. But the whole premise of the game is you're a builder. You come to this town. The town. There's a storyline that you have to build, like these items that that are needed to move the storyline forward. And it's not just building and crafting. There's also like some fighting as well. You have to fight some baddies to get some items and to progress too. So you're crafting weapons and you're crafting building material, but you open your own like workshop and then you take on commissions from the town. You finish these commissions, it gets you reputation points, your workshop grows, the story moves forward, and it's really a seamless, I'd say almost a seamless way of how like you're just crafting and having fun and building this workshop, but yet they also tell a story within that by the building that's being done. And so it's the town is full of fun little characters. They do a good job of kind of fleshing out a personality for many of them. And this time that is voiceovered, not everything, but a lot of it is voiceovered, the main stuff. And so that's nice. I appreciate that they took the time to do that. And so, yeah, it looks really good and it's snappy on Xbox. That's the biggest difference that I've noticed from the Switch. You get to the Switch, stuff's a bit muddier, but mostly what I noticed than anything is like when you go to enter like the commission office, it's like, man, you open that door in Xbox and you got like a hot second of like you couldn't even read a full tutorial in Xbox before like the tutorial just goes away and you're into the commission thing. Because like, that interim part, they bring up a tutorial for you to read while you're waiting for the transition. On Switch, you can read like 3 or 4 probably tutorials before and they're just like little one sentence things, but it's probably about 4 times as long as it is on Xbox. So but other than that, I absolutely love it. Like you can certainly play this without a problem on the Switch. If I hadn't played the Xbox version first, I probably would think nothing of the wait time between the transition. It's just much more noticeable because I have played the Xbox version. So yeah, that's it. I absolutely love this game. If you like the crafty kind of games, I'm trying to think of the Ruin game that I can't think of the name of it. Anyways, but it's just crafting and fighting and crafting and fighting a lot. It has Stardew feels, except instead of being all about farming, it's all about building stuff. So cool. Yeah. And that is all I've been playing this week. That's it.
And what do you have lined up? Because like, I know earlier you were privy to saying that Flintlock is like around the corner.
Yeah. So Flintlock is around the corner for me. Other than that, I don't, and that's not going to be not next week, but the week after, if I'm correct. That's my big next thing. I believe. I don't think I was looking for a second here. I wanted to see. Yeah, I think I'll skip Journey to that game we're going to talk about here shortly. I don't know. There's Magical Delicacy and Flock coming up in 2 weeks out. Those are probably the next games that I might spend some time in. I don't know if I like Magical Delicacy or not, but it's unique And I always like to try a good, unique game. So those are probably the next things that'll be on my docket. I'll probably just be playing Sandrock until then.
Told you, a couple of weeks. I'll be hearing about it.
It's true. 100%. So, yeah.
So, yeah, that's it. I mean, pretty weak dashboard for us this week, but like you've been dealing with a household full of poly people, and you've still got the kids off as well. So, you're enjoying the summer break at the moment. So,
yep, for sure. All right. Well, let's go talk about the games that did just get announced for this coming week and next. All right, out this week, we have 2 brand new games announced. The first one, July 3rd. So today is the first day you can play it if you're listening live. Wednesday, July 3rd, Journey to the Savage Planet, out everywhere. This was the only one I was possibly thinking I might play, but I think I'll probably skip it. Making a return to the Game Pass library. As an employee of Kindred Aerospace, the 4th best interstellar exploration company, explorers are dropped onto an uncharted far-off rock filled with danger, mystery, and many smelly alien creatures. You'll have to explore, fight, jump, scavenge, craft, and explode your way across the uncharted world to determine if this strange planet is fit for human habitation. Sounds fun. Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2, which Sean was talking about, available everywhere. Also today, 2 drops, 1 day. Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2 lets you duke it out with the biggest and best fighting character roster yet. Choose your favorite brawlers, master their unique movesets, and use all new powerful supers to land the finishing blow with friends or across a unique roguelike player campaign. That's interesting.
Ooh, I didn't realize about the roguelike player campaign. That's even better.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm going to be playing that. That's like I am going to set it downloading as we speak.
Cool. There you go. What's out next week, sir?
Not as we speak, as I speak, because it's my turn to speak. Whoops. So next week, coming out on July 9th, this is coming everywhere, is The Case of the Golden Idol. Where it shows you mayhem, magic, and murder most foul. Examine clues and use your powers of deduction to solve the twisted mystery of a family's cursed inheritance and a series of grisly deaths in this point-and-click detective adventure game. This would be one of those that's really nice to play via the cloud if it had decent touch controls, like As Dusk Falls did. You could just... They need to get like that. That's the only thing I think they're missing on xCloud is games like this where the touch controls are just the overlap of like the XA and everything button, where like they have integrated actual touch controls and stuff.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
And then next coming July 11th, it's going to everywhere, is Neon White, a lightning fast first-person action game about exterminating demons in heaven. You are white, an assassin handpicked from hell to compete with the other demon slayers for a chance to live permanently in heaven. The other assassins seem familiar, though. Did you know them from a past life? I think is this the one where like the cards come up and you like it? I think I can remember from the showcase. This was one of those that looked like a very, very, very fast action-paced game with a soundtrack to boot with it.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that are pretty excited about this. I'll say that.
Okay, and then also July 11th, and I'm probably going to slay this, but I'm going to say it's Chia, which is coming to cloud, PC, and Xbox Series X and S. Glide, climb, swim, and sail your boat around a beautiful archipelago as you explore a physics-driven sandbox. The Xbox version includes the game's latest update, which includes 8 new solo melodies, new outfits, and additional perks for wearing matching cosmetic items. I thought you'd have been in for this.
I was actually just gonna say, oh, I forgot about this game. I saw I cut the trailer for it for our YouTube and did watch it, and yeah, it looks pretty awesome actually. So I don't know, this might be one.
I'm gonna say from the box art, I remember thinking that that you'd like this, and I'd like to give it a try and possibly show it to Emily. So I'm trying to find games that like during the summer holidays when I'm at work and like Lindsay doesn't want to take the kids out anywhere because we,
Sure.
you know, we can't take them out everywhere
Right.
all the time. That she can kind of be like, hey, remember that game that your dad said to play on the Xbox? Here you go, and kind of give it some time. So
Way to go, Dad.
this will be one of them.
That's helpful.
And then and that's it. We haven't got any more Game Pass core games coming yet, so I think you've got another month or two, maybe, to wait until we get that next ticket of games. But games that are leaving, obviously, as we get all these nice new games, we have to lose some of these games. So as of July 15th, Cricket 2022 is disappearing from everywhere. Figment 2, Creed Valley, Coffee Talk Episode 2 is leaving. Toem, which I'm actually quite sad is disappearing because I did play that for a hot second and it's a very cute photography style game. That's disappearing. Sins of Solar Empire is leaving from the PC, and The Wandering Village, which Nick played.
Yeah, good game.
And enjoyed by all accounts, is also leaving.
Yeah, if you like the village creators, the world creator games, give that one a look. It's got a really fun hook about building it on the back of a big old monster, and it changes everything depending on which way he's walking and what he's walking into. It was a really good game.
Sweet. And as Nick always usually says, if you want to beat any of these games and not have to pay for them, you've got until the 15th of July. You either beat them or buy them for 20% off with your Game Pass sub. So once you hit the 15th of July, you know, you tick over to the 16th, that's it. 20% disappeared. You full price unless they drop in an Xbox sale. So
totally. Well, I don't think we have any. We don't have any questions or anything, Sean. Anything else before we come on out?
No, I think that pretty much wraps up another episode of the Game Pass Tracker Show.
Awesome.
Yeah, don't forget, if you want to follow us on X, you can do. I'm Sean at @_Abbott, and Nick, my good man, is at Nick Tendo. That's 10DOH. The main channel for everything is at GPT Gaming News. So if you want to see what I look like dressed up as Luigi with a mustache, go there now and, you know, follow and like and have all that kind of jazz. If you got any questions, any suggestions, or you just want to share what you've been playing with us, you can do that via the Discord, or you can send us an email at show@gamepasstracker.com. Thank you very much, everybody, for listening this week and everybody for watching and tuning in. But keep gaming, keep tracking, and until next time, we shall see you later.
See you later, guys. Happy birthday, America!